3 years ago, I was broke. Not just financially, I was mentally stuck, doubting everything. Today, I've made my first million. No rich parents. No shortcuts. Just strategy, mindset shifts, and a lot of failure. In this video, I'm not just going to tell you how I did it, I'm going to show you the exact principles that took me from lost to leverage. And if you stay until the end, you'll have a roadmap you can apply right now. The harsh truth about making money. Let's start with what no one tells you about making money. It's not about working harder. I was putting in 60 to 70-hour weeks, chasing freelance jobs, selling everything from services to physical products, and still barely scraping by. I thought hustle was the answer. It wasn't. The breakthrough came when I realized this: wealth is not earned. It's created. The wealthy don't trade time for money, they multiply it. They use leverage, that means systems, skills, and scale. They don't ask, how do I earn more? They ask, how do I solve a problem once and get paid over and over again? When I stopped selling my time and started building assets that worked for me, I made my first $10,000 a week. That was my first taste of scalable wealth. My 3 most expensive mistakes. Now here's the part 1 wish someone told me earlier. I didn't just stumble into success. I lost thousands and years, making these 3 painful mistakes, and each one nearly derailed me. Crossmark mistake number 1. Chasing trends. I kept jumping into the next big thing. Amazon FBA, crypto, drop shipping. I dabbled in all of them. The result? Shallow skills, half-built projects, and no traction. Crossmark mistake number 2. Underpricing myself. Imposter syndrome is real. For years I charged pennies, afraid people would say no. One day I charged 10x more, and the client said yes, immediately. That's when I realized I wasn't charging based on value. I was charging based on fear. Crossmark mistake number 3. Trying to do everything alone. I was obsessed with being self-made. I didn't ask for help. I didn't outsource. I micromanaged everything. It wasn't until I built a small team and invested in mentorship that things took off. By cutting these 3 mistakes, my income didn't just grow, my stress dropped. I became more focused, more valuable, and way more scalable. The mindset shift that changed my life. Here's the shift that took me from thinking like a consumer to thinking like a millionaire. I stopped asking, how do I make money? And I started asking, how do I create value? That one question changed how I saw everything, from my skills, to my habits, to my time. When I stopped scrolling, binging, and comparing, and started building, teaching, and sharing, the income followed. Millionaires don't think in hours or effort. They think in outcomes, ownership, and systems. Once I rewired my mindset to serve, solve, and scale, I hit $100,000 per month for the first time. The 3 steps to start building wealth today. So how do you start? If I lost everything tomorrow, here are the 3 steps I'd take to make my next million faster. Checkmark step 1. Pick a high-income skill: copywriting, sales, media buying, coding, branding. Learn one skill that the market is begging for. Don't chase passion, chase problems you can solve. Checkmark step 2. Solve a painful problem. Find a niche with money and pain. What keeps them up at night? What would they pay to fix? That's your gold mine. Checkmark step 3. Build a system, not a job. Automate, delegate, document, turn your skill into a product, course, agency, or subscription. The wealthy get paid when they sleep, because they built systems while others were just working harder. You don't need millions to start. Just one skill, one problem, and one scalable solution. That's the real blueprint. I made my first million by making mistakes and learning faster than I failed. The truth is, most people will never do what it takes because they're scared to leave what's familiar. But if you're still watching this, maybe you're different. Drop a fire in the comments if you're ready to build real wealth. And subscribe, because this isn't the end of my story, it's the start of yours.